All right, there seems to be endless over-the-top kitchen design ideas nowadays. Yes, I totally agree. But there are 16 trends that have risen to 2026 Hall of Fame status. And let me tell you, I'm currently in the middle of planning my own kitchen renovation, so it's safe to say that I have seen them all. But out of all 16 ideas that I'm sharing with you today, there's one that gets first prize, and it's probably not the one that you expect. I wanna say thank you to Quince for sponsoring this video, and let's get to it. First up on our list, we have the design darling, the Hutch. Now, Hutches in kitchens have been popular in years past, but then they kind of went out of popularity for a little while, and now they are back and better than ever. We are seeing so many built-in Hutches in kitchens for various uses. Some of them are purely decorative and they're to display, your plate collection, or some of them have more utilitarian vibes, like maybe a coffee bar or a little breakfast station in the morning. The point is, Hutches are here to stay. They're not only beautiful, they really make a kitchen feel lived in, and they make kitchen cabinetry look a little bit more furniture-like. Now, I love it when a Hutch moment in a kitchen is a little bit of a standout finish from the rest of the perimeter cabinetry or the island or whatever. In my own kitchen renovation, I am adding a Hutch, and out of all the things that I'm doing in my kitchen, I would say that's probably the thing that I'm very most excited about, because it's just gonna add a ton of charm. If you're looking to add a little pizzazz to your kitchen this year, maybe adding a Hutch will do the trick. Okay, next up, we have the culinary works of art, and that is plumbing fixtures and hardware. So there's really nothing in your kitchen that's more hardworking than your plumbing fixtures and your hardware. And we have seen a huge upgrade in the style and design and materiality of these fixtures. So what I love about plumbing fixtures and decorative hardware in your kitchen is that not only do they add a layer of metallic interest, either a living finish like an unlacquered brass or polished nickel. Those are two really beautiful, timeless metal finishes. But I also love that plumbing fixtures and hardware are really like what you touch in your kitchen. If you think about when you're using your kitchen on a daily basis, like what are you interacting with? It's the plumbing fixtures and the hardware. That's how you're opening your cabinets. That's how you're filling up your coffee pot. Like all of the interactions in our kitchen have most often than not to do with these really beautiful features. So next time you're thinking about upgrading these decorative and hardworking fixtures, really do your homework and look and see what's out there. There's some really, really beautiful pieces that will be works of art in your kitchen. Okay, next up, big for 2026 is personality tile, and let me explain this one. We are seeing so many more options when it comes to decorative tile, and this just isn't on backsplashes. This is for floors. I've seen entire walls in kitchens tiled, and what I love about personality tile is that it adds a textural layer to your kitchen. You can inject personality with color and pattern and texture. We are seeing that done on floors with really beautiful like terracotta. We're seeing stone inlay floors. We're seeing Delft tiles on backsplashes, and of course Zalige, and even really beautiful mosaics. So my suggestion would be, if you are changing out the tile in your kitchen, go for something that really reflects your personality and your design style. You do not have to play it safe. You could maybe opt for something that's a little bit more toned down from a color perspective and just have it installed in a unique pattern, or go big and bold like I'm gonna go and put Delft tiles all over your entire backsplash behind your range. Just wait until you see what I have planned for my kitchen. I cannot wait to share it with you once my kitchen renovation is done. I actually am gonna get to start in a few weeks. So believe me when I say personality tiles are here to stay, and I am taking that into my own kitchen and making it a feature. Okay, next up is double the islands, double the fun. Now, I know that not all of us have kitchens large enough to have double islands in. I am one of those people. I have one island and I'm happy with it. But double islands are a huge design trend, and they're really functional if you think about it. If you have the space, wouldn't it be wonderful to have an island that you can can like have your sink in and cook in and prepare meals and all of those things. It's more of a working island, and then have a secondary island for people to hang out at. I like to call that the hangout island. Like I said, this isn't for everyone and it doesn't work in all situations, and it certainly doesn't fit into all houses, but it is a design trend that I absolutely love. And if I have the space, I would love to have 2 islands in my kitchen. Next up is layered lighting. This isn't just a kitchen trend, this is a whole home trend, and it should just be here to stay because it's super important from a design perspective, but we're really seeing people lean into this in the kitchen. So this means introducing things like sconces, mid-level lighting in the kitchen, not just the overheads and the functional lighting. So sconces, like I said, more pendants and more decorative lighting elements, picture lights. We're seeing a ton of picture lights in kitchens, and we're even seeing people integrate countertop lighting. So that could just be as easy as adding a lamp to your countertop like I have right over there. We want to think about creating lighting levels, and we want to think about creating atmospheric ambiance in our kitchens because we spend so much time in these rooms. Next up, we're saying bye-bye to plain Jane drywall walls. We are seeing so many more wall details being added into kitchen spaces. So that could be tongue and groove boards, that could be raised panel molding, chair rails, beadboard, wallpaper, even plastered walls. Like I said before, fully tiled walls. We're just seeing a lot more decorative detail when it comes to the wall spaces in kitchens. And I love it because anytime that you add a layer of architectural detail into a space makes the space feel so much more welcoming and so much more personalized to your design style. Now this speaks to my charm-loving heart, and it is plate racks and mug hooks being added to the kitchen. And let me just say, I'm putting mug hooks in my hutch that I'm adding right over there on that side of the kitchen. So these little decorative details are beautiful and charming and romantic, and we love them, but they're also really practical and functional. A lot of us want to have our plates out and about. We don't want to put them behind cupboard doors. So a plate rack is a really great way to display your plates, have them right at an arm's length when you need them, and they just look really, really cute, and add a layer to your cabinetry. Kind of break things up, break up all of the upper cabinets. And then mug hooks, I mean, who doesn't love a mug hook? I cannot wait to include that on my hutch. I'm really excited about it, which leads me to tricked out coffee stations and beverage bars. Can I get a hallelujah? I will be including a tricked out coffee station in my kitchen renovation because I am a coffee devotee. So many kitchens include these like coffee bar moments because not only are they beautiful, but they also are very, very functional, and they just make our little daily cup of coffee even better. Now, if you're a coffee devotee like me, you need the proper station to make your morning coffee. And in mine, I am going to proudly feature my new Fellow 8-in Precision coffee maker that I got from Quince. Now, what I love about Quince is that they work directly with top-tier factories and brands, so they can offer the very best luxury products at the very best prices. So as soon as I started planning my kitchen refresh, I knew I wanted to include a Fellow coffee maker. If you know, you know. And I was delighted to find out that Quince carried the exact malted chocolate color that I wanted. Plus, I snagged a pretty little woven tray to corral all of my coffee essentials. But I know once my kitchen refresh is finished, it's gonna look even better. Now, if you are wanting to upgrade some of your kitchen essentials or really any room in your home, I want you to check out Quince. On top of all the gorgeous home products, they offer free shipping and 365-day returns, so you really can't go wrong. Trust me on this one. Next up on our list is focal hoods and fancy ranges. So do we all want a culinary level French range? Yes, we do. And it's a huge trend, but not all of us can have that in our kitchens. But what a lot of us can have is a really beautiful range hood. I have seen these done in so many materials and shapes and sizes, and really there is an option for every single kitchen. It's a huge trend right now to include these hoods. They're beautiful, they're practical, and like I said, they create a really beautiful and important architectural focal point in the kitchen. So if you have the option of upgrading your hood or including a hood in a renovation or a new build, make sure that you do it. You You will not be sorry. Range hoods are beautiful. They add formality to our kitchen. They give our kitchen presence, and they act as the architectural focal point. Okay, next up, and this one is an easy one to do. Anybody can do this, so listen up. It is to decorate your kitchen like it's a living space. That means amping up the personality and the individuality and including pieces in your kitchen that most often we reserve for other rooms in our house. So this is artwork, this is decorative accessories, plants, maybe a countertop lamp, like I said earlier. Just really thinking about punching up the personality and including pieces in your kitchen that you love and that resonate with your design style. I promise adding these little decorative details to your kitchen space really just makes it so much more welcoming, and it makes it such a better reflection of who you are and what you love. Okay, the next trend, and probably one of my favorites, and I wish I had this in my own home, and that is the epic sink and window wall situation. I am seeing this in so many new build kitchens and honestly in renovations as well. So many people are really thinking about their kitchen layout and making sure that the most beautiful view out of their kitchen has a bank of windows and a really fabulous sink underneath it. And wouldn't we all love to wash dishes looking out at a gorgeous view? Also, from the inside of the kitchen, that whole moment with the window and the sink and the faucet and all the things creates a really beautiful sightline and moment and like focal point in the kitchen. So if you have the chance to take advantage of a really beautiful sink window combination in your kitchen, doll it up and make it look the very best that it can. Okay, next up, and kind of as an addition to decorating our kitchen with more decorative accessories and artwork and things like that, is to also include furniture in the kitchen. And I'm not just talking about bar stools and your kitchen table. I'm talking about, if you have the room, maybe some club chairs or even a little settee or a bench or a sofa, plant stands, freestanding hutches and buffets. These furniture items are not just being put into formal dining rooms anymore. If people have the space in their kitchen, they're adding them to their kitchens. Now, I know not all of us have the space to do that, but what we could do is maybe put something on the wall, like a really pretty little rack or a small etagere in a corner, or like I said, maybe a plant stand. Just thinking about how you can integrate furniture items into your kitchen, give you additional storage, give you additional personality, and they just add a lived-in elegance to our kitchen spaces. Okay, banquettes. Need I say more? Banquettes have been popular for quite some time now, and they are still going strong, and I think they will always be popular because I absolutely love them. I think there's probably nothing more charming than a banquette in a kitchen with windows behind where you can curl up with your morning coffee or maybe play a game of cards with your family or friends. I just love them. And we are seeing so many different types of banquettes now in kitchen design. So we're seeing straight banquettes that are underneath, like I said, a bank of windows. We're seeing L-shaped banquettes. We're seeing banquettes as a part of the kitchen island, like integrated into the front of the island instead of bar stools. Really, people are getting super creative with banquette designs and making sure that they're creating additional seating space in the kitchen, and that's really what banquettes are all about, and just bringing so much charm and character and functionality to kitchens. Okay, now we have something that we are really taking advantage of in some of our clients' projects, and that is decorative countertop edge profiles and detailed stone backsplashes. So this is kind of going back to the more decorative days of countertops where we saw OG edges and we saw like combined curve edges, and we're even doing some chiseled stone edges. And then we're taking backsplashes, we're taking the stone up onto the backsplashes, but not just doing a straight line of stone. We are adding flourishes and swoops and curves and all the things. And what I love about this is it's super functional, like as far as like having stone on the backsplash, but adding a little bit of elegance with stone edge details and really beautiful profiles on the backsplashes. Just adds so much character to a kitchen space and honestly, even a bathroom. So if you're in the market for changing out your stone, make sure that you look at all of the stone edge details that your fabricator offers. I promise decorative details are here to stay. Next, we have kitchens with color. So this is bold, personality-driven color combinations showing up in the kitchen. Now, I know that that's not for everybody. Some people just want a really beautiful white kitchen. I get it, but we're seeing even white kitchens becoming warmer and more layered, okay? So not everything is all the same color. When you're thinking about kitchen colors, really play into what you love. You do not have to play it safe. You can bring out your personality and the other color accents that you have in your home in your kitchen as well. One thing that I am doing in my kitchen renovation is I'm not repainting the perimeter cabinetry because I really love the soft color that they are, but I'm adding color through the backsplash tile. Like I said earlier, I'm adding some wallpaper to the walls, and then I'm adding a punch of color on my island because it's a little less of a commitment than the perimeter cabinetry. We're also seeing more color injected into kitchens through countertop surfaces, and then of course through decorative accessories and furniture pieces like bar stools and artwork and just some of the things that you add into the kitchen to decorate it. Now, if you don't want to commit to going bold on the paint color choices in your kitchen, I'd say just like try this trend out by adding some colored objects into your kitchen. Maybe it's a really beautiful bowl or a picture or a piece of artwork, like I said earlier. You can add personality and layer colors in your kitchen without repainting everything. Okay, now on to my personal favorite and the one that was top on my list when I was planning my kitchen renovation, and that is creative cabinetry. Now let me explain this one. We are seeing so much creativity come through in cabinetry design now. So that could be pieces that look like antique ice boxes or exposed hinges or cremone bolts or towers or hutches or islands that have furniture legs and open bottoms. Really, really thoughtful cabinetry detail is a huge trend and one that is honestly here to stay because it just makes our homes so much more personal. We're also seeing maybe more traditional cabinetry have really cool decorative inset panels. So this could be sheared fabric or metal mesh or decorative cutouts, which I love, kerf cutting, antique mirrored faces, beadboard. I mean, really, honestly, the list goes on and on. But my point is that people are getting more creative with their cabinetry, and I love that. I also will say, and some of you may not love this trend, but skirted lower cabinetry is a huge, huge trend. Really, any time that we can add a layer of fabric into a space that is more of a hard surface space, we're going to just make it feel so much more welcoming and so much softer. Now, if you are planning a little kitchen upgrade like I am this year, or if you're just thinking about what your future dream kitchen might look like, I know that you're gonna love the design ideas that I share in my Spec House to Dream Home video. I love every single detail that we included in this home for my clients, and I think that you'll get some really, really good ideas from it. So I'll see you there.